Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm watching this Papoose on Drink Champs interview, and it's an outstanding interview. I'm about halfway through it. Matter of fact, even before I finish it, I might start it over. Um, but a couple of points that I saw in this interview, the 2 points I want to touch on is like I was thinking recently, why do we as black men or black people identify wealth with rappers and athletes and celebrities and like I don't want to say black people, I want to say myself, people like myself, people who caught up in social media and entertainment. Like I know I've done it. I've looked at those rappers and those entertainers and athletes as the creme de la creme of society. You know what I mean? The elite. And I was thinking about how I was thinking about the same thing that they said in this interview. So it's kind of like a zeitgeist. We was on the same wavelength that day. I was just telling someone at work. I was talking to a fella, and I was like, man, you can't be counting those rappers' pockets. Those rappers' pockets, they enormous to us. And it's funny that Noriega and Papoose were talking about how when Reasonable Doubt by Jay-Z came out, they were broke, so they couldn't really relate to what he was saying in Reasonable Doubt until later in their lives, once they got to the point of success for themselves. I thought that was the same thing I was thinking about, man. That's a good point, too. And anyway, I'm going to use this time to talk about how Papoose used this as a teaching moment for people like me. I didn't know what TuneCore was, or I didn't have a knowledge on what TuneCore was, but the way that Papoose explained TuneCore and how it's better than any distribution deal he's ever had, and he took it in his own hand to invest in himself, and he's received the profits from it. I just want to show what TuneCore is about. I want to highlight TuneCore on my page. This is I'm basically going to do some more research on TuneCore because, maybe as a content creator on YouTube, maybe me trying to do the podcast thing in the future, I might need to look to TuneCore. And it's because of this Papoose interview that, I'm really getting a lot of insight on how TuneCore works. But I'm happy for that brother for doing that. And he not only educated me, but he inspired me, because now I'm thinking about using this TuneCore thing. And maybe the fact that I'm putting TuneCore into this video, I can get some residual like-minded thinkers that'll click on this and help propagate my message, my page, my channel, my movement. You see what I'm saying? Each one teach one, man. And I said I was going to make 2 points about this interview, but third point I want to add on is Papoose talked about, being blackballed or hated on in the industry. But if you really peep what he said, he also said it was some of his own choices, some of the people he was moving around with that helped, that kept certain doors closed. So sometimes, it ain't the outside hate. You know what I mean? It's the walls we build up of ourselves. It's like self-preservation. We know where we should be and shouldn't be, but sometimes it might feel like too many people trying to jump our fence. But in fact, there are more people who walk past our fence than try to jump over it. I see. I like what I did right there. But yeah, very good Drink Champs interview. And I like when Noriega interviews his peers, quote unquote, because like, even though Noriega has a more, probably arguably a more successful rap career than Pap. Pap is a better lyricist than Noriega. May not have the acclaim that Noriega has, but he's been successful in the rap game. But maybe not have had hit songs like Noriega. You know what I mean? Because he ain't got the catchy songs or that type of energy. But he's a legend in his own right. But Noriega and Pap, they kind of like peers. So I like when Noriega interviews his peers. I like when he does his peers and people who, like, he originally wanted to do like saluting the greats, like the KRS ones and stuff like that, the Bun B's and stuff like that, and that's cool. He does a good job with those. But when he does his peers, people who in that same age bracket or came around that same time, and you know what I mean, I like it better like that. But Drink Champs is a very good podcast, and this is a very good interview. Shout out to the Drink Champs. Shout out to Pat Poose. Peace.